Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here in the virtual classroom or chat room of the U.S. Embassy in Santo Domingo. I'm Joshua de la Cruz, Alumni Coordinator, and I'm here today with Cultural Affairs Officer John Dunn.
Hello.
Today, we will provide an overview of Massive Open Online Courses, or MOOCs, and details on the MOOC pilot program launch for the Dominican Republic. We will also provide a brief look at the course to be focused on during the program and the supporting activities to be implemented by the U.S. Embassy in Santo Domingo and the Instituto Cultural Dominico-Americano. With the help of the team here at the Embassy, we will have a Q&A session at the end of our program. Please send in your questions through the chat box. We will classify the questions you submit during the program and answer them at the end. You can find the presentation below, as well as useful links to understand more about the selected course and the registration process. Now is the time to let us know what city or region you are connected from. It's important for us to know what areas we are reaching through these virtual sessions to provide better service in the future. Before we begin, some technical advice on obtaining better quality video and audio chat. You must press the play button so you can see the video. We also recommend that you close any other windows or applications that are open on your computer. If you have difficulties, you can try to refresh the browser. If you encounter any issues, you can also let us know through the chat box. Here's how the chat will run today. We will present for a period of 30 minutes and then start with the question and answer session. Send in your questions through the chat box. As I mentioned, we will organize your questions as they come in. We ask you to be patient and only send in your questions once. We will attempt to answer as many questions within our available time frame. Thanks. John?
Thanks, Josh Bill. So this slideshow we'll show you now, as Josh Bell said, will be available on our website. So we won't go through the whole thing in such painful detail. You guys are smart. You can read the info on a PowerPoint. We just want to give you some general information, and then most interesting to us is to take your questions. So I don't think it'll even take 30 minutes probably to go through this, because we'd rather spend the time just helping you out, answering your questions, okay? So, and as Josh Bell said too, we really would like to know who you are, where you are, just so we know who we're reaching. I figure you're all young students, maybe there's older folks too, that's all great. We just want to know who you are so we can tailor these better for you. So let us know whatever you like, don't like, ask questions, any of that. So what's a MOOC? You guys probably all know more about MOOCs than I do, but it's a good opportunity, that's all I know. This thing where you can go online and do the equivalent of a real U.S. classroom from sitting at home while you're in your PJs at night, and do it whenever you want. Yeah, this is a good opportunity. Not everyone certainly couldn't do this 20 years ago, so now here's a good chance. And that it's all the big schools, or some of the big schools in the U.S. that are doing this. I never sat in a classroom at Harvard or Duke or Stanford, but you can by going on this program.
And
right?
that's a huge resume booster too.
Sure, can't hurt. But I know you know that learning English, improving your English, is a great way to better your future, whether you're Dominican or American or Dominican American or whatever. The more you know English, the more likely you are to get a job that you like. So here's a good way to do it. So anyone can sign up to this thing, unlimited participation. You can do it from home. You guys have good internet connection in this country, so it's not like we're in some other places that don't have that as well. And there are all sorts of classes available. I'm sure a number of you have already looked online to see what other MOOCs are available, and there are plenty. State Department is starting this program, and you can do it through us. There are other programs out there, but we suggest you take a look at ours and then try it out and see what works for you.
Just briefly to mention, there are different platforms for use, just like you said.
I don't know that part.
There's Coursera, edX, MITx, Udacity. You'll notice that later on we'll talk about the course that we're going to be focusing on, but I do want you to know that there are other platforms that you can take courses through.
What's that mean? I have no idea. Oh, you mean, but those are all just other websites?
Yeah, they're all other, it's basically the website where the university links to the courses and says, I want to provide my course through that website. So there's Coursera, edX, MITx, Udacity, and there's other ones too that you can look up.
Okay, but they're all just different MOOCs.
Exactly. All
Right.
just different MOOCs.
All through these schools.
Mhm.
And they're seeing this now, right? They're seeing this.
Yeah,
with
yeah. They can
this-
see the
this deal.
presentation.
So you know they're at Michigan, Harvard, Duke, Stanford, all these.
And other universities.
Yeah. I hear Harvard's a good school.
Harvard's a
See?
great school, right?
So maybe they should take advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, why are we promoting MOOCs? This is a good educational opportunity for anyone, so why not? And it's a good chance for you to get something of the experience of what it's like to be in a classroom in the U.S.
Yeah.
Maybe some of you are interested in studying in the U.S. in the future, but you haven't done so yet. And this is a good way to get a feel for what that would be like.
Mhm.
This also supports an initiative that President Obama started a couple of years ago when he said, we should be sending more American students to study overseas in Latin American countries. And we should make more opportunities available for students in those Latin American countries to go study in the U.S. Why not have more exchanges? Let's do that by, in part, having MOOCs, because that's a good way for folks to go. You're not all going to pack your bags and go off to Harvard tomorrow, but you can do a MOOC and be involved with Harvard, so why not? You can improve your English this way. You can see what it's like to do a virtual college experience. And, well, what do you want to talk about alumni
Yeah.
engagement? How can, oh yeah, because they're,
This is why we're promoting MOOCs. This is one of the reasons. Alumni engagement. We, at the U.S. Embassy, we work with our alumni. Alumni are former participants of our exchange programs. So what they'll be doing is helping lead our supporting activities. And why that's important is because then you'll have access to people and people that have had experiences, so experience as well, that that are based out of the U.S. So you can also not only get a feel for what it's like to take a course in the United States, but also you'll have the experience of studying in the U.S. with or through our alumni.
and those are Dominicans who have studied in the U.S., come back here, so now you'll be able to interact with them, ask
Yeah.
them questions,
Yeah.
and they're great resources for you to get more information on what it's really like in the U.S. in a university or a community college or whatever.
Yeah, networks are increasingly important, so why not start now
Right.
by interacting with our alumni?
Especially since we have a lot of good alumni, and Josh Bell's the one in charge of keeping them all together,
Yeah.
or making them accessible to us and to you.
Mm-hmm.
So what course will we focus on? So you know there are a lot of different MOOC options and platforms and universities and programs. So we're just keeping it simple at first. We're doing one good program on English composition through Duke University. And we figured a lot of you are interested in improving your English, so that's a good way to do it. This is a good writing exercise for you too, because you'll be writing essays, and those go to some professor or someone, TA or what? Who actually looks at those
There's
things?
actually going to be interactive engagement, so you'll have these students talking to each other, and peer evaluation will be used. You'll be rating your peers. It's great. It's great for your own expertise in writing.
And that's the best way, having a little experience here in our work. We have to read and write and edit and send it around all the time.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is just to share. So this is the sharing even more so. This is a great way to do it. So it's a good environment. You really can't go wrong with this. Like, why not try this? So I don't think we need to sell you on doing it. Just try it.
And trying it and sticking through it. So don't just sign up for the class. Actually take it and engage with others.
Yeah,
Make it your networking building.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Don't just sign up and do one class. Just it's 12 weeks long. It's not so bad. Just try it. So you'll learn to read critically, and you'll see from reading others' material as well. It's 12 weeks long, and so this says you need intermediate English proficiency. So if you can understand a good bit of what Josabel and I are saying now, you're fine, more than fine, for doing this course. Yeah? And if you don't quite understand everything I'm saying, try it anyway.
Yeah, there will be an ESL expert during the course to help with people who have lower levels of English. So don't just try it out.
Benefits of participating in this course. Like Josabel says, you'll get good feedback from other people who are taking part in the program. We'll not solely focus on writing on English literature. Right, what else will we focus on?
You'll have writing for all different types of subject matters, not just literature.
Okay, good. Well then, that's why it's beneficial for your career.
Yes, it is.
It's not like you only have to be talking about Shakespeare and Pope or something. You can write about other stuff too.
Yeah.
Not focused on grammar, that's good. I have an English degree and I don't like focusing on grammar, so that's good. You can try other stuff. Effective arguments, that's a good thing to focus on, because you need, when you're writing, to be able to convince someone the sky is blue, and I know it is because 1, 2, 3. That's what you want to do. And learn how to do that in a very clean, direct, precise manner. That's important.
Yeah.
You learn how to ask good questions. That's a good skill to have. And the primary interest is to communicate effectively. That's good to do too. So why not? All right,
Great.
Josh.
So now I'm going to talk about what exactly our MOOC program will entail. This is our pilot program. It will include participation in a MOOC by Duke University, which we just explained. We'll explain a little more into detail now in the coming slides. You'll also participate in some supporting activities. What does that mean? I'll give you a short breakdown of the schedule in the coming slides as well. It'll be led by U.S. government alumni. I think John and we've provided you a brief description on what alumni are. The course will last 12 weeks, but remember, it'll be extremely beneficial for you to participate, and I think that after you participate, you will have gained a lot in terms of English composition. And it'll have activities before and after. This is one of those activities. If you want more information in Spanish, just because you're a little more comfortable with that, we've actually have a link on our website. You can look at it on your page below, and you'll have more information there.
Maybe just so folks know too, so we're one U.S. embassy. There are a lot of U.S. embassies, and a lot are starting this same MOOC program the same time as we are. So you can look at other U.S. embassies too if you want. Just realize that you're part of a bigger process. This is the whole State Department at U.S. embassies all over the world doing this too. And you guys can be good for us, because then you can promote your participation in this, and then we can show that to the bigwigs in Washington, all the folks running State Department in Washington, and we can be a good example in the Dominican Republic to show how an effective a tool this can be.
Yeah, you guys will be pioneers, because this is the first time we run a MOOC program, and who doesn't want to be the initiator for this?
Yeah.
Here's the schedule. On March 31st, which is today, we will have the impact of MOOCs. On April 8th, next week, we will have a physical meeting, one of only 2 or 3 physical meetings that we'll have with you. We want to make sure that everybody can participate. It'll be a launch meeting at the Instituto Cultural Dominico-Americano. Please stay in touch with our Facebook pages, where we'll provide information on where exactly that will be. We'll have a Google Hangout after that, and that'll be on April 30th, and that will be led by a U.S. government alumnus. And we'll have a Webchat on studying in the United States. Remember that our goal is to get you connected to what it's like to study in the U.S., so we want to make sure that you're connected to people that have done it. And then after that, in May, on May 14th, we'll have a roundtable on the impact of MOOCs, where you'll be able to talk to John and other alumni about what it's like to have participated in this program. We really want to get your feedback. You guys are subject matter experts. You're the first ones that are going to be going through this, so we want to make sure that we can make it better for the next time.
Right.
After that, we'll have another Google Hangout, and that date will become that hour, will be confirmed. And then we'll close with a great closing ceremony where we'll include our Education USA advisor and our academic specialist. They will talk about how to study in the United States, scholarship opportunities on studying in the United States. That's another reason you want to participate in this course. This will help you sharpen those skills to write that great statement for your scholarship applications. And we will also provide certificates for people that participate in that closing ceremony. So how can you participate in the U.S. Embassy MOOC pilot program? Well, first you can register for and complete the MOOC course on Coursera. You'll see the link below, and basically I'll show you exactly how you can register with some slides later, but it's very simple. You sign up for Coursera, and then you just press sign in or sign up. You participate in U.S. Embassy supporting activities. I've just listed them. Participate in as many as you can. If you're outside of Santo Domingo, you can participate in the virtual activities, and then at least come to the closing ceremony so you can get that wonderful certificate of completion. You have to print your course statement of accomplishment. If you don't, you won't get another certificate, which will come from the U.S. Embassy. And that will be a certificate stating that you've completed the course from the U.S. Embassy and the the pilot program from the U.S. Embassy in Santo Domingo.
Good.
Great. So how do I register for the MOOC course? You go to Coursera. You can just type in Coursera on Google, and it will pop up, Google, Yahoo, whatever search engine you use.
Is it Coursera.com?
Coursera.org.
All right, there you go.
So you'll go to Coursera.org, and then you'll go to the course. You have a link to the course actually on this page, so click on it. And then you click on Sign Up. It will actually prompt you to sign up for the page first. So you'll create your username, and then you will have signed up. If you see where the little green, it's like a tab that says starts in 21 days, before that says starts in 21 days, it says register. So you go to this page, it'll say register, you click on it, and then you'll sign up, and it'll say starts in 21 days. It's that easy.
I'm sure most of you know too, but Duke University is a pretty good university in the U.S.
Excellent.
Yeah, probably in the top 10 or 20 or so in the U.S. So good opportunity.
Yeah, and to have that, I'm a resume booster person, so to have that on your resume is huge. You definitely want to participate in this course. Learn more about the course. You can watch the video. It's actually the professor that's leading this course. She's talking about what exactly you'll participate in. You can probably Google the course too and see what other raters or what other participants have rated this course as. You can read the description on the Coursera page, and they also have facts, frequently asked questions.
I didn't look. Did you see, not to put you on the spot, but do you know how long they've been doing that class at Duke?
I'm not sure how many times they've run it before. I'm sure it's at least been run once.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
No, this is not the first time. And actually, they've gotten great reviews. I saw when I Googled it, like 4.5 stars or something.
Yeah, I remember the reviews, just not how long that had been going on. But that's good. Let us know. So we'd like your feedback now with questions and all through this process over the next several months while we're doing this. So thanks in advance for your participation.
Yeah.
So do we have any questions yet?
Any questions? I don't see any on here.
Well, we can tap dance and juggle for you and wait while questions come in. If you don't have any, that's okay too. But if you do, now's the time to ask. The good thing is that all this information we just went through is available on our website, right? Where do they go to get all this stuff?
Great. So I've also included a link that you can, or our team has also included a link that you can click on our page. And basically it's Embajada USA, and you'll look for the web page there. It says MOOCs, embajadausa.gov.do, and you'll look for Académico. On the tabs for Académico, it will say MOOCs program. Click on that. Great. So we have a question. So one of the viewers wants to know what follows this course after this. Do you want to answer that? Or?
I think what follows is more opportunity for you to be involved with other MOOCs we will likely do in the future, and we will just be choosing which classes we do. I mean, there is other MOOCs that you could do on your own without us anyway. We just thought this would be a good way for some of you to learn about it. So I'm sure we'll be doing this more in the future. We just wanted to start, and this seemed like a simple way to start. Just do one class, one university, one program in English, and then we see what kind of response we get from you guys, and then we'll probably make it bigger.
Great. The other thing that you can do with that is, obviously you're going to be the pioneer in this program, so you'll have just started. But besides that, you'll also you'll have so many skills after this course, I think, that you'll actually be able to start writing on your own. So we also encourage you to pursue other courses and just writing on your own that will help you be more critical when you're writing. The second question is, how will I receive more information about the physical meeting at Dominico-Americano? And this comes from Ramon Oscar Duran. Thank you, Ramon. So we'll provide more information about the physical meeting at Dominico-Americano via our Facebook page, and we'll also post it on our website. Please look out for that. It should be coming in the next few days. It is on Monday, so we will post it. Sorry?
It'll be in the evening or afternoon,
No,
daytime?
it will be in the afternoon. We have a time already. I think it's at 1:30.
You have it on there.
It's on the schedule.
And it'll probably be in that main conference room on the first floor.
Yeah, it will be at the Salón de, I think it's called Multiuso, I think it's called.
Yeah, on the first floor of the admin room.
Exactly. It's a big room in the admin building.
Yeah, so if you're at the Dominico and you're between the two main buildings on that street right there, And then the tall building on the south side is the admin building, and on the ground floor there's a meeting room. So it'll be in there at 1:30, was it?
Yeah, it's actually going to be at 1:30, from 1:30 to 2:30 at the Instituto Cultural Dominico-Americano. It's actually called Salón de Exposiciones.
Yeah.
So we hope to see you there.
That's next Tuesday, I believe.
Next,
right?
yeah, I
The
think it
8th?
is next Tuesday.
Yeah. On the 8th. What
Yeah.
else?
So the next question is, can we go over the dates again? Of course you can, but you can also access these on the webpage. We actually have a little calendar there for you. It's on our webpage. I'm going to repeat it once again, embajadausa.gov.do, and then you'll look for MOOC programs under the section that says Académico. And the link is also on your screen right now. You can look below. You'll find it. So the dates are March 31st, which is this Webchat, April 8th, which is next Tuesday, at Instituto Cultural Dominico-Americano. April 30th, we'll have a Google Hangout that you can find out through our Facebook page. So basically, all the information will be posted on our Facebook page. That's the hub of information for this, besides the web page that we already have on our embassy website. May 7th, we'll have another web chat on studying in the United States. May 14th, we'll have a roundtable at the Instituto Cultural Dominico-Americano. And then May 20th, we'll have another Google Hangout. And then we'll close out with a closing ceremony, and that date will be confirmed. So would you like to mention the benefits again, John,
Benefits.
of participating in this?
You'll get even more smart. Those are the benefits. Why not? I mean, you'll get, how often do you get a chance to to interact with U.S. students and professors and alumni, Dominican alumni of programs where they studied in the U.S. before, and just practice your English writing skills and watch others, your colleagues from all over doing the same thing. In fact, when they're on this MOOC thing, there will be some Dominican participants through us, but there will be participants from all over too. It's not like this Duke thing isn't just for Dominican students,
it's not.
right?
It's open to anybody around the world that wants to participate. Even if you have a friend that lives outside of the Dominican Republic, please tell them to participate. That way they can also be benefited by this great opportunity.
So you'll probably be taking a class with other students who are at schools in India and Tokyo and wherever, and then you can just email with them and practice in English too.
Yeah, you're going to have a great network after this course. That's definitely a huge benefit. I think there's nothing better than having a good network of friends around the world, and I think that this is a great opportunity to start that network or to continue growing your network.
Sure.
And it's also beneficial for your career. It's not going to focus only on English literature, so it will also expand to whatever topic it is that you're interested in. And what better than improving your English writing skills? It's very hard to do, but they make it simple to do this.
I had to study, well, I had the opportunity to study Spanish for 6 months in Washington before coming here. And as you know from learning English too, the only way you can do it is do it.
Yeah.
So reading and writing, those are two big components to understanding a language well. So this is your opportunity to do just that.
Yeah, immerse yourself.
Yeah. What else?
Great.
Limitation.
Y Checo says, is there any limitation in the amount of people subscribing to this course or coming ones? Like we mentioned, it's limitless. I don't know if you noticed, but on the MOOC page it said that it's totally open to anybody that wants to participate. You just have to sign up. The reason that it's so effective, that MOOCs are effective, is because you have the power of people. They use that interactive network, and you're going to be rating each other. It's not like the professor will be rating all of your work. It would be impossible. But you will be expected to interact with your peer users. So that's why it works.
Sorry, that answers the next question too, which is there an age limit? And I don't even know, but I'll say no, there's no age limit, because that's the whole idea, is that this is open to anyone around the world. It can be some old grandmother in Tegucigalpa or anyone doing this class, right? That's what's fun about it, is you get on there and you don't know who you will meet.
Yeah. The only thing you have to have is at least an intermediate level of English so that you can understand what they're talking about, although there are MOOCs that are in Spanish, but this particular MOOC requires an intermediate level of English. It's open to anybody that wants to participate. There's no limit on age. MOOCs from the U.S. Embassy will reach, is that a question? MOOCs from the U.S. Embassy will reach other programs going on in the U.S., such as Udacity. We actually mentioned Udacity as another platform or website for where MOOCs come through. For this course, we're focusing on the Coursera-provided Duke University course, but in the future it might be open to others. It all depends on how well we do with this course. We'll take the next step after that, right?
Yeah, we just want to keep it simple now. We'll just do, like I said, do this one class, and then we'll see if you like it, we like it, see what we want to do after.
Yeah, and the more you participate, the more successful this course will be. So we want to make sure that you participate and you share with all your friends. There's no limit on how many people can participate. We want to encourage as many people as possible to be included in this.
Okay. Well, unless we have any more questions, that's
wow, I have a note that there are already some viewers that are enrolled in this course. Congratulations. We're very excited that you have already taken that initiative.
Yeah.
We hope that this web chat will help you, those of you that are not enrolled, to enroll, and we hope that you continue to participate in the course. Don't stop after the first week. Continue going. It's rough, but take that time. It's 12 weeks. It's not that long.
No, it's good.
And we hope to see you at the supporting activities.
Hey, one thing, I'm not sure you're all aware, but the U.S. Embassy in Santo Domingo has a Facebook page that has more people on it than almost any other country for any other U.S. Embassy in the world, which is pretty cool, because there are some countries that are slightly larger than the Dominican Republic, like India with 1 billion people, but their Facebook numbers they're bigger than ours, but Santo Domingo is I think it's number 8 or something in the world.
Wow.
for U.S. Embassy websites and Facebook pages.
Wow.
So to me, that's an indication of the interest that mostly young Dominicans have in using the internet and the U.S. Embassy website and Facebook. And so this whole MOOCs rollout is just another part of that.
Yeah.
And that's why State Department people will pay more attention to what we do out of this embassy here than most other embassies in all of Latin America, because the State Department already knows that you guys are
extremely
strong and active. Yeah. So realize that this is kind of a big deal to State Department, and we look forward to your participation.
Yeah, we really value the power of your participation. So please participate.
And your feedback too.
Yeah.
So let us know throughout how it goes. All right. Great. One more question maybe, and then we'll.
Great. So the next question is, how will you measure? This is the last question, right? Do we have any more? We'll go with this one. How will you measure the success of this initiative? It will largely be based on the success of the social media events. We have a great tool to measure that. So we'll be using how many people interact in our social media initiatives, but also for the those meetings that are physical, we'll measure it by how many people come out. And then that roundtable, it's so essential that you participate in that, because we want to hear about, we want to get feedback from you during that event. So we'll get actual feedback from that roundtable, and we'll get the feedback in numbers, and by how often you participate and by how many of you actually complete the course through your attendance.
Yeah, because we'll know that just from the website to know how many people are participating, how many finished, how many dropped out. And so, yeah, that's pretty clear measures.
Yeah. And in those Google Hangouts, if you ever want to just throw some feedback out, it's fine. We welcome any feedback, whether it's good or bad. We want to make this as good as possible for the users involved.
Okay, a couple more. They want to know.
Yeah.
If I'm in the U.S., can I follow the course online? Sure.
Yeah, why not? It's a MOOC. It's open to anybody that wants to participate. And you can actually participate in those online social media hangouts and web chats if you want to participate in our U.S. Embassy activities. The only thing that will be difficult for you is participating in the closing ceremony and those physical meetings. But you can participate virtually. Why not?
The certificates, will they be given to participants? Yes.
Okay, so
short answer,
exactly. They will be given to participants, but only those that actually complete the MOOC course and in the closing ceremony. So you'd have to both participate in the course, the entire MOOCs course, bring your statement of accomplishment, which is what they will give you from Coursera, totally free. Just print it out and bring it. You'll bring that to the closing ceremony, and since you're participating in closing ceremony, that's what we will see that you'll have that certificate, and we'll give you one from the U.S. Embassy.
I
like
should have thought
a
of this
trade-in.
though. What happens if they can't come to some physical? That's the last question too. Like, do they have to participate in person at the end here? What if they've done the whole class online, but they can't come here?
Well, part of the pilot program, the reason that it's so important that they actually participate in the online courses and the online events, that last event is kind of critical because it will tie all the ends together. However, if you've done that, and if you've actively participated and you can prove that you've actively participated besides the course in our supporting activities, we could find a workaround. Post a comment on our Facebook or send a message to our Facebook page, and I think we can find a workaround for you.
Yeah, I want to do that because I don't want to make it like people have to show up here. Yes, it's good for them to show up, so hopefully you'll want to. But if you participate in the whole thing online the whole time and finish the whole class and show us, then I'm okay with us sending out certificates to whomever does it.
Yeah, but we want to see that participation, so
yeah, we should have
make
discussed
sure
that before we just had that exchange.
Yeah,
but
we
that's
certainly
okay.
should have, but it's good to have questions on
That's
the
all
air. Why not? Good question. So
That's it. That's all the questions. Any
actually,
more?
no, there's one more.
No, that's the one we just
Oh,
did.
no, yeah, we're good. Okay, so thank you so much for your participation today. And I hope to see you in the supporting activities and in the MOOC program. We hope that you'll take advantage of that.
Yeah.
I think.
Nope.
Great.
Thanks. Hasta luego.
Bye.
Bye.